Hey, good morning.
Solo, how you doing?
Good about yourself, Edwin. Thank you very much for sending those
Oh yeah, are they helpful
seven or
to you?
eight pages. What? Yeah. So I was literally, when I guess it was yesterday you sent them. I literally was starting to rehearse a pitch to apply those to to see how, and then from the, that was my lead in. That's what I was going to go do. I'm starting to kind of like you said, where you explain them to them and then you just shut your mouth and just let them.
Yeah, well, the way that we always did it was we explain, we don't we explain, we don't sell,
Yeah.
and what's nice about this, like I could, let me know because I can tweak this, right? And
Oh,
so
once, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, what I was just saying is that I can tweak it. Like this one I modified a little bit for Bob Knackle, I think. Because the one I sent you was I modified it for Bob for development sites
Ah,
because that's
okay.
what he's really focused on. He's focused on the development sites and the rehab properties. Um, and so I just modified it for him. So I can tweak these things, and
Well, mine, I'm going after people with industrial buildings.
so you know
That's
what we can I'll modify them for industrial. I can make some industrial for work versions.
my goal. Now tell me, let me give me your advice on this. My idea is to obviously put a presentation and then show them this and say, this is how I'm going to advertise your building. This is how I'm going to put it out there for everybody to see, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Is
I would
that
just say
enough?
I
And
would
I
just
would
say,
say,
here's how I'm going to, the way I would do it is say, listen, you know, here, take a look at this. This is how we're going to market your property for sale. We are, I'm a marketer. And if you have to say it that way and just say, this is how we're going to reach all the buyers, and investors all over the place, all over the country, and just boom and hand it to them. That's all you
and
really
in,
have to
in that,
say.
I wanna come across and let them know that this is a, this is a national group that I belong to, and this team, this is how we sell across the country. So it gives it even that much more credence of,
Yeah.
this is not just Marcelo in his office making this shit up. In other words, they're like, oh wow, you guys are a national deal. Yeah, that's what we are. We're
Yeah.
bigger than that.
Yeah. And when you hand them this to them, I mean, I can give you some things like if you wanted to do some searches right in front of them, you know. I mean, like I like this morning I was because we're promoting this property in Dallas, and what I did was this is the Purse building in Dallas, and so what I did was, there were some questions from the client, are we getting there? Are we doing enough? Are we marketing this property enough? And I said, look, I said, I did the same thing. And I said, look at where you are right here. Let's click the news tab up here, Google News. And I said, look at how we're using, this is what I said to her. I said, look at how we're using the headlines. Each headline is different. This one, Dallas property hits the market. Hotel concept explored for the property. Building for sale in downtown parking lot up for sale. Here's another one. And I said, look at all the diverse sources of news that, we're promoting. Here's weekly real estate news. Gosh, I don't even know what that one is. That's not even in my network. What's really
They
interesting,
picked it up. They picked it up.
they picked it up. So what they
Yeah.
did was we push it out there, And I'm going to show you what we did. What we've got going on for Nina this morning. Nina, if you're there, we've got, I want to go over your stuff. Um, but what happens
I'm
is,
here.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I'm here.
Oh, okay, good. Hi. So, this is what I was saying is like, look, we're pushing this out and it's being picked up by all these other media sources that are seeing this information because we're doing this targeting. And it's being picked up in Google News and Bing News and Yahoo News. And so these journalists, these people that write for different publications, different investors, different brokers, and it really is what's really sort of neat is how it's looking so natural. It's such a natural looking strategy because look at all the diverse media that are picking this up. This one right here. What's this one? This is the Dallas Business Journal. This is Dallas Innovates. This is I think some other Dallas thing. Here's another Dallas thing. Here's Business Insider, Digital Journal. Here's a financial site.
What's the name of that building?
Called the Purse Building, Purse. It's Purse. Like if you do a search for Purse Building Dallas, you'll find this. I don't even, this is interesting here. Let me see what this is. So WRE News. Gosh, I never even heard of that. But it's interesting because, what happens is these things are popping up on different days by themselves. And what happens, like this one right here, this one here got a different headline. It was picked up by Weekly Real Estate News. Oh, I see what this is. It's called WRE, Weekly Real Estate News. Huh, interesting. But Google News picked this up, which is really sort of interesting. So this one picks it up. It gets featured in Google News picks it up, and it gets sent out to all those alerts. So like all those anybody who's setting up any kind of alert, this is ending up in their inboxes, and that's really interesting. So it's like what we're doing in this particular case is, I mean, this is a pretty aggressive campaign, but we're really getting out there in all over the place. This one right here, this is another one that picked it up. This is another one, Connect to CRE, picked it up. This one right here picked it up, which is this is a really great example. Because no matter where you are, all over the United States and even Europe, people in Europe will see this. So this was picked up by this one right here. And this one right here, Digital Journal picked it up. Yeah. And let's see, Business Insider picked it up. Which is a big one. Business Insider is a big deal. This one right here, D Magazine picked it up. You have to pay. Typically you have to pay to get this kind of visibility in D Magazine. It's like an exclusive local publication. But they saw, they've seen so much information that we've been promoting about it that they wrote about it. They didn't charge anything. This is like an ABC. This is an ABC News site. If you can see the logo over here in the upper left here, that blue.
Yeah.
So this is ABC.
Wow.
So ABC picked this up, whatever this site is that they own. This one right here, Dallas Innovates. They picked up and they wrote about it. And then this one right here, which I think is this is the Dallas Business Journal. I mean, this thing is getting like crazy, crazy visibility, but you can show, I mean, this is an expensive campaign. I mean, she's spending a few $1,000s a month with us, um, to get this kind of, weekly,
Press. Yeah.
visibility, so it's a really, really aggressive campaign. I mean, we've been doing this now for, this is coming into, we've been doing it for 2 months. So October, November, 2 months. But the visibility is really, really good. So, and let's take a look over here, like Bing. Let's look over here, see what we got here for the Hearst building. Dallas Innovates. Here's more Business Insider. Okay, The Real Deal picked up on this one. They saw it and they wrote about it after we were pushing it out there. So The Real Deal picked it up. I don't know what this is. Okay, and some video. I mean, the press releases are really amazing because they sort of pull everything together. Without the press releases, you don't get, like, these videos don't show up.
Well, and like you said, I got to be able to explain to her that we're not going to advertise this like 3 bedrooms, 2 bath for 190,000. We're going that, you got to make it newsworthy in order for these people to pick it up. So that's what I got to make her understand. And I think by using the purse building, that would be a great example of how to show and let her say, see, this is how this works. So that way
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna
I
be
mean,
able
we're
to see
getting.
that and go,
I mean, this
wow,
is.
okay.
Yeah, it's great. This is internet marketing, and the thing that's amazing about this, like, if people ask the question, well, how long does this take? These results are coming, in
Yeah.
less than 24 hours. We're starting to, like, we published something on, like, we published something for Nina, and it's already got visibility.
Yeah, no, this is more than internet advertising. This is news.
Yeah.
There's a difference with that. Yeah, this is news. You can't
This is news and storytelling about a property.
yes, this is not that easy to do.
Oh,
And
because
it runs along, you get a lot more mileage out of this than you
yeah,
do.
and these results will stick. I mean, you can see how well, I mean, they're,
Yeah.
here's September 25th. Um, this one, what do we have a date on this? I don't know if we have
Yeah, it's just not going on LoopNet and say, oh yeah, okay, there's a bill, all right, or CoStar or Trax or wherever. This is a newsworthy that it's going to open up a lot of people's eyes.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Gives it a lot of credibility.
Yes.
And if you look here, like under the news tab here see, Microsoft Bing is important because they own 30% of ChatGPT, so it helps with visibility over there. But Microsoft News or Bing News is a really, really big news site. And then if you click their news tab, you can see, all the different, a bunch of the different publications that have picked it up.
Wait, I'm sorry. They own Microsoft.
Microsoft owns Bing, right?
Yeah.
And Bing News is a big, big news distribution
Yeah.
network.
30%, you said?
They own 30% of ChatGPT. Yeah, they own 30% of ChatGPT. So, it helps you get that visibility in ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It helps you get, like Perplexity and things like that. Now, let me just see. Sometimes, let me see what happens if we click the Copilot. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's weird. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to be looking at that today. Anyway,
Alrighty then.
Yeah, let's try again. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see what happens with the press releases is they just add a high level of a credibility.
Mhm.
And you can see like the real deal was pulled into this right here. That this one right here is another one. Gosh, this is from the Dallas Library. Here's Business
Ed,
Insider. That's
I have to log off and reboot my computer. I'll be right back. Let me in, okay?
yeah, you got it. Like you can see, here's the Business Insider one.
Yeah.
Here's the real deal that published after this one. So they saw this one and a bunch of others. So it ended up the real deal picked it up. And okay, that's Business Insider again. Oh wow,
It's like you said, it just gives it much more credibility. It's not just an
huge.
ad. It's
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge, and it gets
it
so
just gives
much
it,
distribution.
and you don't hear a lot. You don't hear this is new. This is not, oh, this is what I'm going to do, like what every other real estate agent in the world does, and yes, I
This
know
is
we're international, so we advertise it in Japan like we do. Yeah, okay, I get that. But when I think it's even got more credibility when it's a news article.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I mean, people trust the news, they
I think
trust what
that's
they see in the
well,
news.
yeah, exactly.
So it gives, it works so many different ways. And I should probably put together like a little cheat sheet for you so that because really what's interesting about this is it's like as a broker, you're becoming a marketer. Like you're becoming like a world-class marketer of properties.
Well, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to show them this, and then I'm going to let these two individuals, um, I'm going to actually do two of them. Um, I'm going to let them know that let me show you what I'm going to make for you. And then once they see it, it's like, shit, how could you not go with this? It's not costing you $1. How do you not go with this? I'm the guy paying for your average.
Right.
And then you put it out there and ask them how many other agents are willing to spend that kind of money on you. Or how many agents have this kind of contact to be able to put your stuff at newsworthy. I think it's a no-brainer. Like you said, present it and just sit back. Don't say another effing word. Just sit back.
I mean, I'm going to tell you, it's a real. I mean, this is the top of
Yeah,
the top for marketing real
I
estate.
think so too.
And I don't care how big the property is or how small the property is. It doesn't matter. And it works,
Yes.
because like we did that one last week, right? That, like for example, that Southport. I mean, this is a um yeah, okay. So it ended up coming up on West Fair Communications. Um, let's see. Actually, it's not doing as well over here as it is on Google. On Google, it's doing better.
Hmm.
But you can see like over on the Google side, it's actually doing better over here. It pushed their website right to the top. Here's Business Insider. Westport, the South, looks like these people wrote about it. And it's outranking, LoopNet. It's outranking Cushman and Wakefield.
Wow.
You know, we're outperforming all these, like Property Shark is a big site.
Bob should be very proud of you.
Oh,
It'd be,
this is actually this one is for Choice Peterson. This is Southport, Connecticut, which
no,
is
I
right
know,
on the
but
wall.
that you're doing better than his old company or the company that bought his company.
Oh
Cushman.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So and you can see you can see how it pulled, like it's got like right up here, this is the AI overview, and it's got the building right up here. So you're getting so much visibility from this. There, like you can't even quantify it. It's because
yeah.
there's visibility that I don't even know about, you know? And that's the thing that's so amazing about this is that and if you need me to help you on any of this, like if you need me to help you with a client, listen, if you need me, I'm here.
Thank you.
I'm happy to
Thank you
help
very
anybody.
much.
As long as I can do it, as long as I have the time to do it. Um, but it's a really, really, it's,
Well, I'm gonna, nobody has given me the okay yet, so I'm willing to invest in myself and do a presentation for them. So I want to send them this, then I'm gonna tell them, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do for you. And I can't imagine, this is, to me, it's like, it's, you're going to win and you know you're going to win. Just show it to them and you're gonna win the deal. That's
I mean,
how, that's
we're,
how comfortable I feel.
we're going to be, I mean, we're sending traffic, we're sending buyers over to LoopNet listings from this,
Yeah,
over to their website, a lot of different ways to send that, you're using that media in a huge way to drive that traffic. It's like a big sales funnel,
yeah.
so somebody might see it here. There's a link to another place, like, let me see this right here.
Business Insider.
This is Business Insider. Business Insider is just a massive, massive site.
Yeah,
It's phenomenal.
it's a big deal.
Let me see where this one goes. Okay, this goes right over to their LinkedIn page, which is good. Okay. And then this link down here goes right to the property listing on their website. We can also create links over to like LoopNet and that kind of thing too. So this is the reason I show this one. It's a small property. We've done things for big properties. I mean, this one's on the market for 2.9 million. But that's a sweet deal. I mean, depending on the fee, I mean, if you get a 4% fee at, a
Yeah,
$3 million property, even if you
not a bad
co-broke
day.
it, you're $60,000,
Yeah, not a bad day.
right? I mean,
Yeah,
if you could use this tool to, if you use this tool in, if you use this tool, these press releases, um, and you're going after the same market over and over, what's going to happen is you're going to win every exclusive listing. There's no way that you're not. Hey, Christian.
I don't pretend.
What's up, Ed?
From your lips to God's ears, I hope so. But I don't pretend that I'm going to win all of them. Yeah, it's just that just
I mean, how can you not? I mean, I'm going to tell you that,
again from your lips to God's ears. I hope I do, but
you know what, the big firms are not going to, first of all, the big firms don't know how to do the way we do this.
yeah.
We have a very unique way of doing it. And
Well, I've
you
never
know,
seen them do this.
no,
I've seen it
they're
on the big, 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 gazillion dollar deals, but
they don't even do it on those. They don't, I'm telling you, they don't have this, they don't, their marketing departments at these big firms, they're not high level marketers.
no.
They're usually young kids out of
Yeah.
college.
Ed, Linda's trying to get in.
Oh, she is?
Yes, I just sent her the link. She lost the first.
Oh, I don't see her yet. I don't see her trying to get in yet. I don't see her yet. But as soon as she does appear, I will let her in.
Kind of funny, the way I look at it, I don't look at it so much as I've always thought it was just bad luck to figure out the commission before I jumped in.
The link is not working for some reason for her. She's trying to get in. So
I mean, if she's got the link, I mean, I could, I don't know what to say.
she even reset her I don't know why she reset her password. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a hold of her.
Yeah, because she should be able to, I mean, everybody else is getting in.
Nina, if you tap participants, you can copy the exact invite link. It's possible she has the wrong invite link.
No,
And
I
if you just-
sent her the link, Christian. The
Yeah,
link
okay.
that I do every day, every
There you
Tuesday
go.
and Thursday. Yeah.
Perfect. So can I touch on something real quick, something that Marcelo said, Ed?
Yeah, sure.
So I learned this just like within the last week, and I wanted to share with you guys. I too thought that all the big boys have all the selling power, and they take all the big listings, and it, to a certain degree, it's true. You know, there's certain national listings that, like, if the Omaha branch sends a referral to LA, the LA CBRE is going to get it, and not somebody else, right? But what I did was I took and I downloaded from CoStar every transaction that happened in my market for the last 5 years, including the brokers that did them, and I was shocked with what I saw.
There were smaller brokers.
A ton of smaller brokers, but nobody, and I mean nobody, is dominating my market. In fact, in 5 years, no one had done more than like 2 or 3 sales. Now, that's not to say they might not have sold a 7 property portfolio sale, but no one was just like the guy or the girl.
Right.
In my area. And then what I would do is, because for me, it was a major mindset shift, because Ed always talks about, well, shoot, if you can get like a 15% market share, you're kicking ass, right? If you're keeping in a relatively small geographical area. So try downloading, because it's data, right? It's not going to lie to you, and look at who actually sold. Because our perception is we see all their signs, and we see their this, and we see their
Right.
that, and they're sponsoring this event, and they're sponsoring that event, but they're not necessarily dominating the way we think they are. And sometimes the portfolios, like it was $120 million portfolio, I'm not going to get my hands on that anyhow. Like, see, it's going to go to CBRE or JLL, but there's a whole lot of stuff for the little guys like you and I to go after if you look at what the data will tell you.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that's I've seen that everywhere. It's that's like, if you look, let's go back to years ago when I was working with Massey Knackle for all those years I was there. I mean, many years ago, one year I did like 11 or 12 sales in 1 year, and I did almost $1.6 million in gross commissions.
woo, nice.
And like 10 of the 12 deals I brokered both sides.
Nice.
And it was all within a small little radius. That was a very unique year because everything just worked out. And but every year I was doing, every year I'd sell 8 buildings. That 1 year I sold 12, but it was all because I'm just focused on one market. And the deeper and the more you stay in that market. Now, Christian, what we're talking about here today is, like, we're talking about the press releases.
Oh, cool. Yep.
And no, there's Linda. We're talking about the press releases, and I've been meaning to get this, like, I put this together for everybody. Okay. And let me see if I can, I'm going to print it. Well, let me open it up, because let me open this thing up here. Now this one here, let's see.
Yay, Linda's in the house.
Hi, Linda, in the house. How you doing?
Hi, you guys.
Hey.
Hey, Linda.
All right. So Linda, I'm glad you're here for this, because I want to show you what I put together for everybody here. So, like, the press releases are the big deal. Like, I've been always using them, like, and they work so many different ways. They're the top of everything. They make your social media perform. They make your videos rank. They make your pages rank. You can convert them into handouts. You can, all that kind of thing. There's so many different ways you can use them. And most people don't know that. Most people, they run a press release. They don't know, they think it's just a generic type of thing. Oh, I ran a press release, because there are press release services that are like $50 and there's $100, but they don't work. A lot of people think, oh, I'm doing press release marketing, but they're not really. So what I did, Christian, was I put this together, and this is for everybody. Like, I'm putting these together for everybody, and I've been meaning to get them in the classroom area with a couple little video tutorials.
Cool.
So that you can download these and print these out. So I want to make them for, so that they could apply to whatever kind of business. So you can see what this does. This is a sales presentation that you can use as part of your pitch. When you go in to meet an owner, and like, you should be promoting that this is the kind of marketing you do, because this is world-class marketing. I mean, there's nothing higher than this. And the thing is it's not that expensive. The press releases that we have, they range from $600 to like $1,000. But the way you do it is when you give the pitch and you say, let me show you what we can do for you. And this does the selling for you. So I'll read it to you real quick. Tier 1 publicity campaigns turn listings into headlines that reach every possible buyer. By publishing your property on Business Insider, Newsbreak, Associated Press, and many other outlets, your property is syndicated across Google News, Bing News, and AI platforms like ChatGPT and Perplexity, amplifying all your marketing on LoopNet, Crexi, and social media. So what we're saying is that we're taking this up another notch, a big notch, because we're driving buyers to your website, to your LoopNet, to your Crexi, so we're driving from all these credible platforms. And so what I did here, Christian, it says like how press releases maximize your sales price, and like your property appears across traditional and AI-driven platforms so that every qualified prospect sees it and competition increases.
Love it.
Press coverage drives traffic to LoopNet, Crexi, and social media so that your listings attract more clicks, increase engagements. Being featured on a tier 1 media turns your property into a verified story so that buyers feel confident and are willing to pay a premium. Right? So here's page 1. All you have to do is print this out. Now, there's 5 or 6 pages.
I have a question.
Yes.
My question is, when you do these on these big sites, do they basically live on forever, or do they ever end them, or do they stay on the internet forever?
They stay. Like, sometimes, I mean, I've seen them rank for 5 years.
Wow.
More.
So that's the key then, because that builds on your own brand and your own proof stacking stack, I'll call it, because if it lives on forever and it's not a short-term thing, people can find that about you ongoing.
So what it does, that's the other thing, is it really powers up. It creates so much authority. Like, Christian, like, you're really nailing it in that local market. Because you're going to be linking each one of these, right? They link to corresponding pages on your website.
Yep.
Or they maybe link over to your LinkedIn page or whatever. So you're creating this big link network that links back to your site, giving your site so much authority and proof that you're going to get so much visibility. And the more you do this over and over and over, the more it's going to just continue to grow, and you're just going to dominate the online searches. But we don't just use them as an online tool. We use them as an online offline tool, like this piece right here. So, marketing that gets results will help your property stand out online, rank higher in the search, and convert more visitors into customers through strategic news placing on leading sites. You don't even have to say this. All you got to do is hand this to the client. Let them look at it. And then they're going to see, like they may want to know, like Business Insider is rated a 92 on the internet. It's one of the highest rated sites in the world, on the internet. So this one is is a powerhouse.
Nice.
Then there's this one right here. Here's an example. Business Insider, tier 1 news site featured on Google, Bing, and Yahoo News. So Business Insider is also picked up by Google, Bing, and Yahoo News, which reaches even more people. And here's an example, right? There's nothing to even say. All you're doing is letting the proof and the strategy, because I created this to do the selling for you. And here's another one. Feature your property in hundreds of high value and high impact sites. So when these campaigns go out, you're reaching a lot of media. Google News, Bing News, Yahoo News, but all these other platforms, right? You show this to an owner and how you can market their prized asset. You're just going to blow the doors off everybody else. And then I got this page right here. And then here's other media that picks up this stuff. Local sites. So it's national and it can be international. So it's local. It's local because you can, when we create the headlines, we want to use geographic terms. We want to use brand names if we can. Anything that, we're because we're writing from the consumer perspective, and it's pretty quick. Now,
that's key what you just said. Writing everything, all content from the consumer perspective, what they want, not what you want, what they want, and what their pain points are. You're solving them.
So that being said, okay, so I'm going to have this for everybody, and the more feedback I can get from you guys and girls, the better. But I wanted to let me go over.
Oh, and by the way, I just checked out Linda's LinkedIn feed, and she's been posting about everybody. Bob Knackel, I mean, you name it. She really promotes brokers and what they're doing and the kind of innovations they're doing. So check out her feed on LinkedIn.
Question: you're set up with Linda on the broker list, right?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, well, my goodness, you have to connect with Linda.
For sure.
Get set up with your profile page.
Thanks.
Christian's
So,
in Miami. He dominates that market. He's like a major superstar, rock star broker.
We're working on it. Thanks, Nina. I appreciate the vote.
Well, you know
Christian,
what?
do you have a specialty, a special property type, or what is your focus?
Yes, I focus on industrial.
Look at Linda, if you can see it right here. Here are the success stories that on Christian's site. A lot of industrial.
We would love to share those, Ed.
Yeah, see what happens is, Christian, so when you get set up with you get a profile page on Linda's site, which is a big site. And with I think 10,000 members, right? Your blog has an RSS feed that will feed these into your profile page. And so these will be on your profile page, and you get a link back from the broker list to these pages.
Yeah.
So it adds another level of optimization.
Very cool. Yeah, backlinks.
You're getting that backlink from a high quality, very relevant site. So that's that just gives you like a free, it's a free platform.
Awesome. Yeah. No, I'd love to be able to link up.
Linda and Christian, we've got to get you two together.
Perfect. Thank you.
But anyway, I wanted to so let me switch. I just want to talk about this today.
Ed, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So when you show this to a client and you show that I want to say the number 4 slide where it shows all the different news outlets, do we, so if my client says to me, do all these people are going to be in this? Or how do you explain to them, well, it's whoever picks it up, but it goes out to them? Is that
Yeah, well, let me show you.
how
So,
do I say, how do
okay.
I
Yeah, so I
explain
can
myself?
I can give you a sample report if you want. Like this is not a complete report because it takes usually about 48 hours for these reports to populate properly.
It was
Well, we
windy that day, my photograph down in Manhattan Beach. So
What happened?
That's so this is an interesting story because you know what Nina is just like becoming like super awesome proof stacker. And one of the things, because one of the things that Nina and I talk a lot about, what are the different angles, and what you said before, Nina, is we're creating content for the consumer, not really for us. It's not for us. It's for the consumer. So, what would, who is an ideal client? Well, Nina is building, a great niche. She does a lot with the entertainment industry. She does a lot with short-term, flexible type space, which leads to other things, and it's an interesting angle because everybody else is going, all the other leasing tenant rep brokers are going after, big tenants. Well, Nina is going after smaller requirements, but as a result, she's talking to the same people that everybody else is trying to talk to. But she's on a line of her own where everybody else is in a long line trying to get to these people. She's talking to studio executives and things like that in Hollywood as a result. And so one of the things that we talked about was the Olympics. And somehow or other, Nina came up with the idea, well, what if I wrote something about, flexible and accessible workspace solutions for the Paralympics? Because they've got, Paralympics are going to have a very unique requirement. And that's probably something not very many people are going after. They're not going after the Paralympics, they're going after the Olympics. Well, this is a whole nother market. And so what we did was, if we go over to Nina's page, so here's the page that Nina created, Los Angeles Paralympics 2028 guide. And it's just, it's a really, really good, informative piece of content that really, it demonstrates Nina's creativity, her commitment to doing in-depth research, her expertise on a market, and how she created information for somebody else. That's a huge, huge credibility factor right there. Just the fact that she created this information this way, frequently asked questions, all the bullet points, a lot of interesting stuff here.
And Nick responded to my LinkedIn post with a very long post about, the Easter seal. I mean, he really hooked into it because he has personal, experience with this type of thing. So he contributed a really good comment.
That's interesting because what you're doing is you're taking this content and you're turning, organic, SEO type of content into a social media piece of content too, that people are going to talk about, which is really neat. And so, huge credibility here. And so then what we did was we launched a press release campaign to promote this particular page. Now we haven't gotten, huge visibility yet, but we, like this one right here.
Did it go out live?
This is live, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that you did this. Okay, cool.
I did, yeah, I went live just a little while ago. 2 hours, it just went live 2 hours ago. And so it was picked up by Business Insider, but Business Insider hasn't really, it hasn't indexed it yet. You know, Google hasn't indexed Business Insider yet. So these things, you know, more and more of these things will roll out toward the next, 24 hours, and it's an interesting topic because, you might see, because it is so different, because it's not just about the Olympics, it's about the Paralympics. And what I did was when we set up these campaigns, I can go after different categories. And one of the different categories that I chose was the sports market. So this is going to also go into a lot of people in the sports world. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but because it's sort of an interesting topic going after something unique, it's you don't know what's going to happen, but it will certainly help. I don't know. Let me just, I don't know if it's ranking yet, but well, your website is.
Nice.
So it's already pushed
Wow.
this up here, and also the broker list has had a big impact on this too.
That's incredible.
Right. So already Tenant Rep Ballet is ranking right here. The broker list. So this piece here ended up on the broker list. So the broker list is ranking 2. And, look who's writing about this, the LA Times, the city of Los Angeles, the Southern California Association of Governments, they're talking about it. You might want to send that link over to a few of these people. I mean, this would be another one to send it over to, the Paralympic.org.
I just did, because he reached out to me, that guy, Mario, for transportation, the parking lot.
This is your Mario guy.
I just sent it to him and said, these are the kinds of things I'm writing about for the Olympics, Paralympic. And I said, what would you like to see? Like you said for me yesterday, to engage with him.
Yeah, so this just went out 2 hours ago, so it hasn't been picked up by Google News yet, but it will. It will probably by, within a few hours, it'll start to get picked up by Google News and Bing News. I don't know. Let's see if it's.
Ed, you just passed it. You just
here you are.
Yeah, but look up there. Look up further on the organic. Saxon West.
You're coming up here. And let me see under news. You're coming up here. So you're already starting to you're already starting to get some ranking out of this.
Cool.
That's fast. That's
Wow.
fast.
So you're starting to get some visibility really quick.
By the way, Linda had to jump off, but if you go to the brokerlist.com, you can see how easy it is to set up your profile. Ed, can you go to that page, the broker list, and just show people? There's over 10,000 brokers here, and a lot of them contribute blogs. That's how you get visibility. And I redid my profile based on, SEO and all that kind of stuff. So you get this, and then at the bottom, you get all your blogs. She does it like through an RSS feed.
Wow.
And it's all free. This is all free.
Wow.
That association with the broker list, there's like 10,000. You can search for listing brokers, all over the country, everybody, tenant reps, multifamily, triple net investing. Everybody can be as active as they want on here.
I see. So when Yeah, so this is nice. You get a nice link back from so you're getting a nice link right from the broker list.
And she picks it up automatically once you published it. So you don't, there's nothing you have to do, but just publish it on your website. Go to view more underneath. So I have like tons of them she's done.
Well, when I click this, it's taking me right over to your website.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought all my blogs were there, but I guess
I thought
not.
so. I thought so too.
I can ask her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to
But-
hop at the top
Mark
of the hour. I
Meyer's
have a
here.
quick question.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
I'm good, how
I'm
are
sorry,
you?
Christian, go ahead. What
Yeah,
is-
I have a hard stop at the top of the hour. I just had one quick question with regard to LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about it on here before about uploading your contacts like from your database into LinkedIn and then sending them invites. But I put it through ChatGPT and I tried a couple times and I couldn't find what their ChatGPT gave instructions. I couldn't find how to do it. Does anybody know how to do that? I think Nina, I thought you might have mentioned.
They discontinued the ability to do like a Excel spreadsheet of all your contacts.
Okay.
That's not,
Thought that's
that's
easy.
very frustrating because I've been wanting to do that too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to put it back in, but there's no way to import or export all your contacts into a spreadsheet anymore.
Is there a way to because I saw something and it might be older, but I saw something that you can take your they've asked me before when I was doing stuff on LinkedIn if you wanted to take your phone contacts and upload them. I'm thinking like maybe you create a separate list in your phone and then upload that. Is that a possibility? Anybody know?
I think they've changed so much, but
Yeah.
I can find out for you, Christian, and
I would appreciate
send you email.
If you could, yeah, you have
Yeah,
my email, right? Nina?
Put your exact question in the chat so I have it.
Okay, thank you.
I wanted to ask you guys and everybody, we're thinking about creating a like a physical newsletter that we send everybody who's a member here. Like something in the mail, like the physical mail, like your actual mailbox. Would that be of interest to everybody?
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Like every month, like a newsletter, based on all the different things that we talk about here that will help your business.
Like
But-
an ebook or something, like a
Like like a newsletter,
Newsletter.
like a
Yeah.
newsletter, like a physical newsletter. And I think that's sort of I just read this book about a guy who actually is doing that. And what this, yeah, there you go. So something that you get in the physical mail because, not everybody's so digital, but nobody's pushing anything into mail form. And so we're thinking about setting up a newsletter for everybody just to get, to get it something physical in the mail.
Christian.
So if you guys
are
think that's
going?
valuable, I'd love to hear what you
We
think.
sent a landlord that we were going after for their building. They're in New York, or in California. We sent them we followed up by FedEx. I think it was our listing presentation, some example flyers for comparable buildings, and then just like a blank, or we might have actually filled out the full listing agreement. And I think that's what put us over the edge to get the assignment.
Interesting. That's for an exclusive listing to market their space.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What we were talking about in the beginning here is I created this little presentation here. And so it's like I can modify them for anything, like it could be for leasing a space or a particular kind of building, but it's got everything about press releases in here. It's so it's like a done for you sales sheet. And there's 5 of them. I'm telling you, you send these out to owners and say, this is how we market properties. We're using Business Insider, Google News, Bing News. We're getting rankings on the search engines. We're getting picked up by media all over the place. like, I just don't see how you can't win every single assignment. You don't really have to say anything. You just got to print it out in color and send it to them or hand it to them.
Where is that in the school classroom, Ed? Because
Well, it's
I could
not
make
there.
that my
It's not there yet.
Okay, all right.
I've been saying for a week I'm going to have it up there, but I just haven't gotten it up there. What I
Okay.
want to do is I'm going to like, it's going to have like what I, like these right here.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yeah.
Like this, like you're just going to, like, I've sort of got them already done.
Mhm.
And I made, it's already like, you don't even have to say anything.
Right.
All you have to do is print it out. So what I did was I thought, it'd be an amazing tool for everybody to use. Like, here's what you do.
Mhm.
Send this out to everybody. Okay, so this gets you the exclusive listing. Okay, so you got to buy the press release, but you don't have to buy it until you get the exclusive listing. So it's sort of like buying exclusive listings in a way. And we can do we can, we'll handle the fulfillment for you.
Yeah.
And the
That's super
picture
cool.
that image you use on the thing you just sent us from school with the guy with the dollar bit lying on the floor with the dollar bills is hysterical.
Oh, really?
Go to what you just sent out, on
In an email?
it's in the email that we get from Proof Stacking Mastermind.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's hysterical. It's so good. It's
Well, you know what? Caroline sent that, so I haven't
Black
even
Friday
seen it.
special, Ray Proof Stacking Mastermind. The guy he looks like a clown and he's got, it's hysterical with the dollar bills.
Yeah. Yeah. So like Mark, I mean, we did a press release campaign with you.
Yep.
And well, hold on a second. Let me see, like this one right here. Where is it? The one I'm looking for, future development site. Where is it? Oh, here it is. For whatever reason, this is not opening. Let me see. Well, I don't know what I did with it. Let me see. Let me try in another place. No, I don't know what I did with it. Well, anyway.
Hey, Ed.
Anyway, you guys got the idea. Yep.
I do have to hop, but I learned something super cool that I wanted to share also. I think it'd be really helpful. Remember a couple weeks ago, I was asking like, how do we find email addresses? You guys ever struggle with that? Like, how do you find email addresses?
Yeah.
So I spoke to a guy and he's part of a marketing agency and they do something to the effect of, the Freedom of Information Act and everything. And Freedom of Information Act is a federal law that says any information collected by federal agencies has to, the citizens have the right to it, right? And that works the same on city and state levels. So what the guy recommended, he said, write a request letter to the city clerk of your city to request whatever public information you want. For me, it's the business tax receipts of owners or lessors licenses, phone, email, name, first name, so on and so forth, any address. So I did it. I went into ChatGPT. I had it write me a Freedom of Information Act request letter. And in less than 15 minutes, I had already sent it off to the city clerk. The next day, they gave me a response. And they said, we are in the process of compiling that information for you. We'll let you know if any costs are involved. It's electronic, so it shouldn't be. But I thought that was hugely helpful because anyone here, like it's really arduous to get email addresses. I do it as much as is available on CoStar, but a lot of them are up to date. But to do that, and I'd be happy to show like in a future class, like how I put it through ChatGPT, because I think it'd be hugely helpful for people trying to proof stack to an audience. And if you can grow your audience a lot just by making a request to your local municipality, I think it'd be hugely helpful for everybody here.
if you can make it on Thursday, I'd love to see that.
Thursday, I'm going to be in a Dan Sullivan seminar, but I can do it probably like the following week.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah,
excellent.
because
How's business? By the way, how's your business?
this is good. This is good. I'm waiting on. Took a medical office building to market at like 4.5, and we have like, you know how you sometimes you see like the perfect avatar. He came around. He said, "Oh, I love it. This is great. We're gonna be sending you an offer." That was late last week. We're expecting it back today or tomorrow. And I already told the guys, "Hey, listen, you know, we've already had this under contract. Seller is what it is, you know, in terms of pricing. So he knows the seller's tough on pricing, and my hope is that we'll come back somewhere in the fours, low fours. So yeah, so things are moving along. Yeah. So
Any other exclusives listings that you brought in?
I got that one. I had a $10 million offer on the 12.7 that got turned down. I had an off-market one from my dialing. Sellers are here and buyers are here now, right? The people are asking 9.5, and I came in at 6.750 with a buyer because everybody's waiting for the shoe to drop, and sellers think everything's going to keep going forever. So I'm getting business, I'm getting opportunities, but the sellers and the buyers are, unfortunately, there's a gap between them. But this medical office building, I took this listing a while ago and then had it under contract at 4.0 in like 2023. And I went back to my previous clients and I reached out to him, and it turns out he hadn't sold it, and why not? Let's give it a try. So now we have it at the same price as we had it on 4 years ago, and I know what he'll sell it for. So I think this is going to be a good one. Now I think the market has come up to where he needs to be at this point. So we're moving along, you know, taking
All right,
time.
Sounds good. Sounds
Gotta
good.
run.
So enjoy Dan Kennedy.
Yeah, not Dan Kennedy, Dan Sullivan.
Dan Sullivan.
Strategic coach. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the guy that Rod trained with from Massimo. By the way, are you going to be at the Massimo Con tomorrow, for the Massimo virtual event?
No, I don't know if I'm going to make it. We did some press release marketing on this for Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know you're tight with Bob, so but I'm going to hear Bob talk tomorrow. So
yeah,
it should be interesting. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
All right.
See everybody. Right. Good to see your faces.
Bye,
Take care.
Good to see
Christian.
you.
Nice to
Bye-bye.
see you.
Nice to see you as well, Linda. Very nice to meet you. Take care, Marcelo. See you next.
Thank you.
I will see you guys.
Nick, you should reach out to Christian.
I will. Hey, I signed up for Rod's course tomorrow.
Oh, you did? Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
that should be really good. He's, I got it, my personal email, I got it online on LinkedIn. I mean, he's really, you know, pushing it I wonder how their registration is. Do you know, Ed?
I hope it's a lot. He was hoping for 1,000 people to sign up.
It's all online.
Yeah.
Worst thing is my laptop fell apart today, so I don't know if I need to buy a new one or I can use my have a tablet. Hopefully I'll be able to use my tablet for it.
Yeah.
Instead of run down to, where is it? Best Buy, buy another one.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, I got a Lenovo from a Costco. It's the best thing. It drives my big monitor, and I really swear by it. I can send you what I got. I'll send it to you by email.
Yeah, do that.
Do you have a Costco? Do you have a Costco by you? Because they guarantee it for 4 years and all really good stuff.